This thermometer doesn't work, so let's look at the one upstairs, looking over the water there, just below 0 Celsius. So it is freezing outside. And how about a look out the front window, where it's more pretty, but we can't let the dog and cats out because there's a street up there, which is mostly ice-free now, but a couple of inches of slush and ice in the yard as we start our Monday. T-Rex is all excited. Oops, forget to tie him up. Steve, would you like to go outside? Come on, Steve. Let's go. We got to measure you compared to the snow. You're going to be buried in snow, right? Because we got a Steve's worth of snow? Not. I blocked that alley so you couldn't go out that way, Steve. Steve has seen the snow before, so this is not new. He's a Maine Coon cat. Come on, Steve. Come on, we got to measure the snow using you. It was painful to say the least yesterday when we woke up to rain and green grass. And it was only about 2:30 the snow came in. And when it came in, it really came in. I mean, it did look like a blizzard here for a short time between 2:30 and 3. And I talked about that. The whole gut might have a blizzard. Well, you need snow to have a blizzard, Tim. And I was dubious about the wind. So the wind didn't quite ramp up to blizzard criteria, and certainly the snow did not. Although in Boston, we did have 2 hours in a row with 1/4 mile visibility in snow. Oh boy, T-Rex is loose. I'm gonna have to go tie T-Rex up and put the cat secure. So, although it is very fun coming over this way, I can show you the stuff that T-Rex chases. See the prints, the rabbits, with tons of things that come out in the night. And that's the beauty of snowstorms. You can go out and track things that are going through your yard, and that's clearly a rabbit right there. Not as many tracks as I expected. All right, let's put look at Steve. Steve and so I only missed this storm by about a 7/8 of a Steve. Even there he is scrunched down. It doesn't even cover his paws. What's he doing? Steve, are you entertaining us? What's he chasing, you think? Anyhow, I'm gonna, there's some rabbit prints right here. Steve, want to play catch? Want to play catch with the snow? Come on, Steve. Steve, pay attention to me. We're on live television, Steve. Steve. All right, gonna secure Rex. I'll be right back. And we're back. T-Rex loves running in the snow. He's already done a lap. All right, so we got some drifts over here. We've got drifts. Oh, higher than an LL Bean. And I never emptied out that rain gauge when it changed to snow. So we ended up with 1.43 inches of liquid equivalent. I'm not sure if all the snow got in there, but it was pretty dry snow once it came in. So I missed by 7/8 of a Steve. He's having a ball. But get out of the wind. Good, good, good. So Steve, not buried, clearly. But right over there, I talked about it, Blue Hill Observatory. Matt Douglas and Bart from Maine were there the whole storm. And they said 13 and a little change inches of snow, which I believe I had forecast here back on Wednesday, 4 days ahead of the storm, when most outlets were estimating something like 4 to 8 or something like that. So that math really did work. An 18-hour storm with an average of 0.72 inches of snow per hour came out to 13 inches. And that was the primary number when you add it all up. Now, I know there were some areas that had much less than that, right down the road from areas that had 18 or more. And supposedly Haverhill has the most. Thank you, Eliza, for sharing this image from Haverhill. And she says she measured a foot of snow in Haverhill. So snow measurement is somewhat subjective. Some people just measure how much was on the ground before it started and how much after it ended, and that's the amount. But some people clear it every hour, and some people clear it every 3 hours or every 12 hours. So snow measurement is not the most scientific for me. Looks like I got about a Steve paw worth. The jackpot for the most snow from this storm goes to Groton, Vermont. 22 inches? Who forecast 22 inches of snow in Groton, Vermont? Nobody. The forecast was for 6 inches. So we really blew it, didn't we? Amazing. Yeah, I forecast 4 inches at J, and we got a foot. And it's still coming down. It's still snowing at J Peak this morning. So it was not as straightforward as I had said. Yeah, Rex. Everyone loves playing in the snow. What happened was the low pressure system near Lake Superior had a front in front of it, shown as a warm front here, and the warm front connected with our backdoor cold front, and that created a zone of surface troughing and convergence that would be wind from the northeast in Quebec and Maine and wind from the sort of west to New York. And that was the wild card that caused those extreme snowfall amounts in Vermont. When I say extreme, I mean I know it snows in Vermont, but when you forecast 5 or 6 and get 20, could you imagine if that happened in Boston? If we had forecast 5 or 6 inches of snow and got 20? Oh my goodness, it would be tarred and feathered. Oh yeah, speaking of tars and feathers, Linda's chickens came out to eat, except for the new ones that have never seen snow before, so the chickens are taking a day off. I wish we could all take a day off, but we are in an historic parade of storms. Ours from yesterday is out there over the Atlantic Ocean around 984, not extreme, but look at the one to the north of it that was extreme yesterday, near Greenland. See that red arrow? How it's moving towards the southwest? That is the Greenland block. And that usually tries to lock cold air in southeastern Canada. So we have a huge challenge on our hands with this next series of storms that we've never seen a parade of storms like this in our lifetime. The cold is going to try and hold. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of each storm. There's a flood watch, there's a wind watch in southern New England, but it's not going to be all rain. It's going to be a wintry mix. And the high pressure systems coming into southeastern Canada ahead of each storm are going to try and hold the cold. So let's commence with the maps in the lower 48. Today, tomorrow, in between systems, it should stop snowing in northern Vermont. And then here comes the Tuesday system racing up in our way. And boy, is it rainy and windy in southern New England for a few hours. It's almost done by sunrise Wednesday. And in Maine, northern Maine is mostly snow, and it's a battle in between. Thursday, Friday, there's an Arctic boundary stalled near the Canadian border with snow showers. Not too cold in southern New England. Saturday, here comes another one. Roaring up, looks almost identical. Low pressure goes through the Great Lakes, high pressure over southeastern Canada, and there's a battle between rain and snow. These two storms are nearly identical. And then Sunday, Monday off, and then here comes another one. Now, ironically, this one, there's no high in southeastern Canada, yet this one wants to track further south, which would bring the rain-snow line right down to the south coast on next Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm only going to show the 10-day because it only allows you to be wrong for 10 days in a row. T-Rex, what is it? T-Rex is interrupting me again. T-Rex, this way. No, Rex, come on, let's play. I want to show 2 more things before we go inside. You should say indoors when we run like this. T-Rex goes nuts running around, and Steve jumps right over him. He wants to play. Come on, Rex, let's play. I got to show 2 more things, Rex. All right, I'll let you in so I can show these next 2 things. Oh, I forgot to show the ice bucket. The ice bucket. It's not really solid ice, but it's pretty heavy. I'm going to have to empty out some of this. That's going to overflow with the rain. Oh, so yeah, the 2 other things I wanted to show. Let's get out of the wind. Steve, you want to play some more? All right, so how about the just overall what can happen in the precipitation department maps? First, the quantitative precipitation forecast. That is, how much H2O? Here we go. Put it in motion, Tim. This is the Euro off of pivotalweather.com. It's free. You can all look at it. And it looks like 1 to 3 inches in southern New England, with the most near New York City there. That's for the Wednesday morning, ending Wednesday morning. And then here comes Saturday. Almost identical, another 1 to 3. And then how about next Tuesday into Wednesday? Another 1 to 3. Amazing. So if we stop that and look at some raw numbers, more than a half a foot of precipitation possible. And it does look like mostly rain in especially Connecticut, northern New Jersey, same areas that have been getting it the worst. All right, now here's the good news for the skiers. Let's do the snow. Okay, there's a Tuesday night rain snow lines. Look at that snow in southern New England, and then the snow in far northern New Hampshire and northern Maine keeps adding up. Looks like it could be another double digit to near 20 inches of snow by Wednesday afternoon. Thursday off, Friday, here it comes again. And now we're looking at similar, another double digit snowfall where it stays all snow. That would be northeastern Vermont into much of northern Maine. And then how about the next one? Here comes next Tuesday into Wednesday. There we go, spreading the snow back down into southern New England. And even you, Martin, on Nantucket. Looks like there could be snow even on Nantucket next week. That'd be about Tuesday, Wednesday. At that point, all that polar vortex chill we've been talking about, which really doesn't look focused at all, is going to be lifting out. So who knows what's going to happen the second half of January. But it's extreme cold butting up against the warmth that is causing this series of once-in-a-lifetime parade of deep storms here in really the central and eastern United States. Ocean effect clouds right out there. Again, we have to go back 27 years to 1996 in January to see a series of storms that weren't even this bad, and then previous to that, 1978. So I've said that over and over. Anyhow, that's it for today. The nuts and bolts of these two storms you can get watching TV and with the National Weather Service. I really do not like reporting bad news. So let's just enjoy this little bit of beauty and talk about yesterday. It was fun watching the Patriots playing in the snow. Was that Bill Belichick's last game? I don't know. I'm not really that into that, but I love watching football in the snow, and there should be plenty of those games coming up. And also, I was kind of joyous to come outside in the snow and play a little bit yesterday, and it just kept coming and coming. Even when I fell asleep, it was still snowing outside. All right, so no Steve's worth of snow. Blew that, but overall, pretty good forecast. Maybe next week, Steve. Steve, look at the camera. All right, talk to you later. I hear it was incredibly busy here yesterday, and here we are today in the rain with our plow on, saying, can I start sanding yet? Sure, why not? Put me on the clock. It's still 34 degrees though. It's more serious though when you got a business to run and you prep for one thing and something else happens. That rain snow line is always the hardest thing. Mea culpa, mea maxima culpa.
What do you say, Wilson? You getting some snow? Shoveled about 9, almost 10 inches. Slowing down, but definitely still snowing pretty good. Hop in that sauna later. There's my where are we at? 9.5 on my deck.
Just changed to heavy snow, and all of a sudden everything is turning white by the second. I mean, 5 minutes ago, the ground was bare here. So Hingham and Weymouth finally getting in on the action. And it's halftime in Foxborough. How much can we do in the next hour? That's the big question. Ice everywhere. Yeah, I did mention the blizzard word several times this week, and this is actually what I was visualizing. It's been snowing now for about 20 minutes, and we picked up, I don't know, 0.2. So it's snowing close to an inch an hour or more, and wind is gusting past 35 miles an hour, and the crows seem to be enjoying it. But it was totally a blown forecast, and anyhow, wouldn't want to be out on the roads right now, because this is that flash freeze everyone talked about. Let's see how much we can get. Probably another 3 hours to go, so maybe we end up with 3 inches. That would be a third or a fourth of a Steve. Where is Steve? Listening to Zolak, watching on TV. Zolak's like, I've never had snowflakes in the booth before. And you know what's going to happen because the radio's faster than the TV. Hey, T-Rex, you want to go out? Whoa, I guess so. Yeah, let's go. No, come on, Rex, we're going out. Yeah, finally. Rex, no, we got to go out. Yes, we do. Come on. Mentioned a couple times this week that we might have some kind of blizzard. Started snowing at 2:30. It's only 3:30 right now. And we had 1 hour of almost a blizzard. Now it's letting up, so it's almost over. Not quite a Steve worth, was it? But we did get close to 3 inches in 1 hour. And the house isn't really that pasted because it got cold right away. Let's just check the temperature over here. The other thermometer appears to be broken. Look at these drifts, T-Rex. We got some drifts, are almost knee-deep for T-Rex. Again, this is all 1 hour worth. Close to 3-inch drifts. And the temperature is about 26, it looks like. Other thermometer is busted. Gonna have to fix that. And since measuring 1.23 inches of rain earlier, we got now another 0.18. T-Rex is having fun. He likes the snow. Yeah. Anyhow, at least we have a little snow before this huge snow to rain coming in Tuesday night. All right. Hull Gut probably had a blizzard for an hour. Oh well. Best laid plans. Living on the edge of the ocean. Oh, very interesting. You had enough? You had enough, T-Rex? You going inside? Steve, you really missed it. You really missed it. Good times for some. Not so good for others. We had about a 1 hour blizzard here at my house. 1/3 of a blizzard. Oh well. What'd you think of that game, Matt? What's all the hubbub about? And you know it's cold when the snow accumulates on the sand right on the edge of the water. Come on, focus down there. Focus. Can't you focus down there, please? Focus down there. Don't make me go outdoors. There it is, right there. All right, it's the end of the storm. Maybe get a little bit more snow Tuesday evening before the big meltdown. Very active pattern, for sure. That's it for the Christmas tree. We're taking it down now. Time to celebrate the new year. You gonna be okay without the tree, man? Yeah. All right. And more and more and more and more. Weather never stops. Talk to you tomorrow.